Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this beautiful world of ours. This is Hedgen Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. I'm getting really excited, and I don't know if you sense it as well. I sense that we have some fireworks coming up, and it could be the wave three of three fireworks. This wave three of three, and let me just illustrate for you a little more as to exactly which wave that is. So if you have one, two, three, four, five. So once one is done, two is done, then you get the subwaves of wave three. And that can look like this. One, two, three, four, five. And this wave three, the blue one, is called the three of three. And it is the most violent in movement. It moves like, I mean, it's a jaw dropping, literally a vertical move. And you'll see it and you'll feel it. You won't be able to not notice it. You'll see what I mean if that happens. So here, during yesterday, price breached beautifully this white, very strong, very long resistance line. I had explained that every time it hits, price hits the resistance line, the resistance weakens. And I had also explained how there was a factor going on in the wedges. Five beautiful, distinct waves were going on. And these were subdivided. Poked it, as I had also indicated in my updates. An ABC wedge took place, broke out of it, and now price hit both 11.11 and the high so far has been 11.176. Not too shabby. And I had 11.133. Not too shabby at all. And I do have a proprietary secret sauce that I figure out on a what I call a native Fibonacci zones without using without using the Fibonacci chart. And I will not disclose that. An analyst does not share all his secrets in public. So, what's next? Well, before that, I want to just take a look at a little bit of the bigger picture. Here we have that ongoing head and shoulders. In order for the right shoulder to finish, now that we have breached this very massive resistance line that was coming in from when we hit 20,000, now that we have breached it, we have to stay outside and above it. Next objective is for the right shoulder of the head and shoulder pattern to complete. And that is at 11,559. That is the next zone that must be breached. The way I see it, I think wave one, wave three has just started, and that three will breach, has breached this white line, and now it'll breach the neckline of the Head and Shoulders. 11,559. I think wave 3 of 3 will have the best chance, the strength, the mojo to do exactly breaching of not only the white resistance but the neckline. It'll get really exciting once this neckline is breached, because then what we have is a completed left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I mean, look at it. It is uncanny the way it is standing out. It is beautiful. You can't miss this. There was another smaller one right here that we went through not too long ago, back in early February, and I had pointed this one out as well. And look, the target, minimum one target of this smaller one is above the neckline. So here's the funny thing. The small Head and Shoulders minimum target hasn't really even been met. It came pretty darn close here, but it's at 12,339. So once wave 1, 2, 3 completes approximately, it would have hit the minimum for the smaller Head and Shoulders. Now I want to go over this kind of larger picture perspective because it really at times is not, while I say consistently that counting the subways really allows you to get a best geo positioning, consistent reference back to the bigger picture allows you to not become lost in the trees. And that is very common. Myopia sets in. And whenever you become myopic, it becomes dangerous. Whether in physical, if your eyes become myopic, you can't drive without glasses. Or mental. If your thinking becomes myopic, then you are very closed out to additional inputs, and it becomes dangerous as an investor or trader. Now, once 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finishes, we'll be at 13. And there will be a correction after 5. But the target for the big Head and Shoulders is 17,655. And that 17,655 will be at a close proximity to the all-time highs of almost 20,000. Now, if we go back to here, back to the short-term counts, I can raise the 3 to be here and the 4 to be here. And I will raise 5 to be approximately 1.5, 1.618 of 1. And that'll be 11,327. So we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If wave 2 was an ABC, Shouldn't wave 4 be more complex based on the rule of alternation between waves 2 and 4? Yes, but that is more of an equity concept. Cryptos, they don't follow the rule of alternation as religiously. They almost don't care. So could be an ABC right here in itself. And that ABC will be finished with an impulse up. And it may be already in progress. So that would be one count. The other alternate count is that we move all of this here to 3, 4, 5. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done, we could have an ABC, which we trace to 4. That means these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 become subways of 1, of 3, of 3, 2 of 3 of 3, and then we are on for 3 of 3 of 3. And that could reach 12,334. So it'll look like this. 1 of 3 of 3, 2 of 3 of 3, 3 of 3 of 3, and this will probably be 11, so 13, 157. So 1, 2, we can be starting 3 of 3 of 3, which I think should be more here. This would be another alternate, where the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shows that wave 1 is complete. The blue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are in. We're doing an ABC. There might be one more lower low. It's okay. And then we go for higher highs. So those 5 waves would bring us to 13,157 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by the time 3 is in, we'll be done with the right shoulder of the head and shoulders on the white. And that'll just be beautiful. I feel it. I think the bottom is in. And this bottom at 59.17 or so on the Bitstamp price feed was the final attempt of the sellers to really knock it down the most they could. Now the bulls have control back. All right, I hope this has been helpful. A little bit longer than usual on the video side. Last but not least, the trolls are out in full force. I know they are randomly downvoting all comments. However, if you can consider adding some steam power to your account, if you just joined, and if you find my blogs to be helpful and worthy enough so that you can add steam power to your Steemit account and upvote, that'll be really helpful. Because sadly enough, if this continues, it'll be a very difficult decision to make, but I will go private. And this has been continuing now for months. So I would really, really appreciate it if you can add some steam power and give consideration for upvotes. That'll be really helpful. That'll show the trolls that you find value in this blog and that you disagree with whatever reasons that they are downvoting. I'd be really grateful for that. Thank you. Have a good day.